I'm Katie, and this Be Inspired workout is part 3 of a 5-part series. Today is about cooling down, stretching out some of the muscles that might be a little bit sore from the past 2 days. We'll work deep into your core, get a nice stretch through your shoulders, and by the end of this, you should feel invigorated and refreshed. Start in a tall seat, just like my models are, Suda and Justine. Take a deep breath in, slow breath out, and close your eyes. Notice today who you've compared yourself to. Know that comparison is the thief of happiness. And sometimes we put up armor on, defenses, comparing others so that you can protect your heart. Today, throughout this practice, notice where you're putting an armor up, getting defensive or resisting, and just give it an extra breath or two to settle back into the practice. By the end of this, you'll be more open in your physical body, which will allow you to be more open in your inner body. Notice that steady breath. Breathe in. Slow breath out. The mantra is, I believe in you. Believing in other people is the key to our happiness and the key to taking that armor down. There is always enough love. Open your eyes gently and come into a tabletop pose. Stack your shoulders right over your wrists. Hips over your knees. Inhale, cow pose, look up. And then exhale, cat pose, look at your belly button. Pause in this cat pose, arc the back of your spine really big, look at your stomach, and you can breathe normally here. Imagine you were doing a crunch by pulling your abs up and in. Now just neutralize your spine, keep your abs in tight. Lift your right arm forward, hold there. Stay or kick your left leg straight back and hold there. Automatically your stabilizer muscles kick in your abs. Level your foot with your hips and your hand with your shoulder. Breathe in. Take your elbow to your knee. Curl, tuck, and round into a tiny little ball. Right elbow taps your left knee. Inhale, lengthen all the way out. Exhale, tap your elbow to your knee. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Elbow to your knee. Now kick your arm and leg back out, hold there. Option to stay and stabilize or grab your foot behind you with that opposite hand. Reach and extend, kick back into your foot if it's accessible. Get lifted through your chest and even look forward, open all the way through your heart. Breathe in. Kick a little harder to open through your quadricep. Good. Slowly release and interchange. Start with now your left hand reaching forward. Hold there. Then the opposite leg pulls back. At any point, you can tap your toes down. Breathe in. Take your elbow to your knee. Squeeze, tuck, and round. Hold, hold, hold. Make a curvature in your spine. Look at your belly button. Perfect. Inhale, kick and extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Elbow to knee, working that core stability. Last one, hold at the top, arms and leg out. Now grab for your foot behind you. So all day we spend hunched over and sitting a little bit protracted. Here you get to be expansive through your chest, opening through the front line, and expansive through your quadricep. Kick really hard into your back foot and open. Breathe in. Good. Both hands to the ground. Come to your forearms for a forearm tabletop. Get all the way low. Spread out your fingers really wide. Put your elbows down on the ground. Breathe in. Dolphin pose. Lift your butt up to the sky. Hold there. Bend your knees really heavy and walk your sit bones up over your head. Keep walking your toes towards your elbows. Awesome. Push out of the ground with your strong forearms. Now as you feel lifted in your hips, feel long in your back, this is taking tension out of your back. Just connect again to your breath. Breathe in. Push your chest back towards your legs and relax your head. That's great. Tip your tailbone up, inhale. Push it back as you exhale. Aim for one sweet motion. You can do one at a time or take a breath in. And as you exhale, push straight up to downward facing dog. Straighten your elbows. Bend one knee, bend the other. Get longer through your legs. Lift through your upper back. Pull your low abs in. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Open up space in your right hip. Make circular movements and push your left heel down to the ground to get more space in the back of your calf muscle. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, just like we did in tabletop, and feel your abs kick in. Hold there for 3. Get long and broad through your upper back, so keep pushing away from the ground like cat pose, really good. Inhale, re-extend your leg all the way to the sky. Exhale, low lunge, bring it through. Awesome, bend and straighten your front leg a few times. Create some space in your hip joint. Modified crescent, drop your back knee down to the ground. Great. Lift your arms skyward and get long through your torso. Push your pelvis downward, breathe in. As you exhale, palms in prayer to your heart. Take your left elbow to the outside of your thigh for a revolved crescent. Hinge and twist. So we're getting all the major movements of your spine here. As you push your left elbow into your right thigh, look up at your right elbow. If it feels comfortable at this point, you can start to lift your back knee off the ground. Stay with your knee on the ground if you want to amplify the twist, or keep your back knee on the ground to hold strong in the twist. Now every time you exhale, wring out your spine like you're wringing out a wet towel. Good, one more breath in. Bring your hands around your foot to a low lunge. Standing splits, lift your back leg off the ground. So it's early in class. It's okay, no big deal if you want to just hold it at halfway, or start to lift your leg as high as you can to tone through the back of your leg. Tone through your hamstring. Tone deep through your abs as you slow and steady lift a little higher. Good, breathe in. Bring your feet to touch, forward fold. Hang out here a few breaths. Wrap your hands behind your ankles. Where can you soften your gaze? Even your neck muscles, even your head, it's all relaxed. Awesome, inhale to a halfway lift. Now remember, in the halfway lifts, you stick your tailbone back, level your head with your hips, pull your low abs in. This is toning your back muscles. Breathe in, forward fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, stand up mountain pose. Lift all the way to the sky. Then bring your hands to your heart and re-close your eyes. Sealing in an intention for today's class. Remember, comparison's the thief of happiness. Believing in others is the key to happiness. I believe in you. Can you send belief to someone that you may be holding a little bit of tightness towards? Set your own intention now. And then taking that in, breathe in your intention really deep. Send it out. One more time, inhale. Send it all the way out. Awesome, deepening it up, lift your arms to the sky. Take a back bend, extend your gaze up at your hands. Get broad through your chest, expansive in your arms, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees and reach all the way down to your toes. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your abs in. Exhale, chaturanga. It's a tricep push-up, so plant your palms down. Stack your shoulders right over your hands and shift forward an inch, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward dog, untuck your toes, look over one shoulder, look over the other, that's really good. Remember, in chaturanga or upward dog like this, you can always be on your knees as a way to protect your back and focus on your upper back. Breathe in, roll over to downward dog, pike your hips up. Inhale your left leg to the sky, create some space in your hip. Push your chest back, awesome. Look under your left armpit and peekaboo your gaze. So you're really getting that beautiful extension through your hip. We're looking to find freedom in all the places in your body that feel tight. So if you feel a tight space, stay right there. Breathe in, knee to your nose. Now connect to your abs, take your left knee down to your nose. Squeeze there. Every time we do these poses, stack your joints so that your abs get stronger. Shoulders right over your hands. Now pull, just like cat pose we did on the other side. Really good, 3. Keep shifting forward, all the way forward, that's it, 2. Inhale, re-extend your leg up. Low lunge, bring your foot between your hands. Now bend and straighten that leg again. Your hips hold a lot, and especially when you travel, your hips and hamstrings get really tight. So taking extra time if you need, pausing the video if you want to go deeper into your hips. Lift up into a modified crescent, drop your back knee down. Get really broad through your chest. So at the top, lengthen through your arms. You're building that strength in your shoulders. Breathe in, hands to your heart, and revolve to the left. Push strong out of your palms. Lengthen through your upper back muscles. And now visualize for a moment if there's something that feels tight in your life, not just in your physical body, but something that's tight in your mind, restricted in your relationships. And imagine you were wringing that out of your body, wringing that out of your torso. So breathe in. As you exhale, deepen in the twist, look more towards your left elbow. Hold your legs into place. If you did on the other side, lift your back knee off the mat. Hold for 3. Yep, keep holding nice and strong in the twist for 2. And low lunge, put your hands down around your foot. Standing splits, walk your hands more forward in front of your front leg and lift long through your top leg. Lengthen your face to your knee as high as it'll go. Aim to straighten your right leg strong. Good. It's so awesome in yoga, we not only strengthen, so you're strengthening that bottom leg, but you also get longer, you get more flexible. It's dynamically working both. Take a breath here. Forward fold, breathe out. Good, let's add on. Inhale, chair pose, get low. Open twist to the right. Tee out your arms out at open at your chest height. Awesome. Look back at your right hand. Perfect. Keep your legs glued in cement so you're still in that chair, and then you twist your gaze back towards your right hand. Now squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, broad through your chest. Make sure your toes are light so you utilize your glutes. Stay in your chair, stay low. Inhale, sweep your arms forward just to chair pose arms. And then exhale, twist the opposite direction and hold there. Literally visualize your chest growing bigger, right? You squeeze your shoulder blades, your rhomboids, your traps, the muscles that help your posture behind you. And then as you twist, your whole chest is elongating, getting broad, so that you have space in your day. Inhale, back to chair pose, reach your arms forward, and then just stand up, put your hands by your sides. Awesome, balance through your right foot first. Lift your left knee up, hold one-legged mountain pose. Breathe in. Figure 4 that leg, sit down into your hips. Option to bring your hands down to your shin or to your heart, it's up to you. If you'd like to go deeper, you can start to reach for the ground. Now here's the indicator that that's right for you. If you can keep your butt lower than your head. So keep dropping your sit bones down. Nice hold, sit, way to sit all the way down. Deepen the heel of your right foot. Good, and Justine can reach for the ground. All the way down, hold, perfect. Keep dropping your sit bones, and this should feel almost like a half pigeon if you've done that before in class. A deep stretch through your left hip. Keep your chest broad if you're reaching for the ground. Hold for 3. Nice stabilizer muscles, 2. And now just lift. One-legged mountain pose, see if you can hold it. If not, no big deal, just tap down and come up. And step back to a low lunge. Bring it all the way back. Twisted low lunge, lift your right arm to the sky. Get expansive through that top arm. Lighten your left hand and push your hips forward. So we're looking to break up tension in your hips. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another, level the hips down. Lighten through your bottom hand. Awesome. Deep breath in. Pyramid pose. Put both hands around your foot. Straighten your legs as if your legs created almost a pyramid shape. You might want to shorten your stance and let your whole face fall close down to your knee. To get more space in your back, take the flesh of your stomach up and in on the exhale breath. It's a different kind of abdominal lock. Lock it up and in and keep folding like a waterfall. Cascade your whole torso over your leg. Good, stay there if this feels good. Or to add a little bit of instability, which will build good muscles in your legs, plant your left fingertips on the ground. Take your right hand to the small of your back. Hold there, you can stay. This is option 1. Option 2, from the small of your back, start to lift your right arm to the sky. If it's accessible to look up at your hand, take on the balance challenge. The full expression of the pose in revolved pyramid is taking your left hand to the outside of your leg. Lengthen your gaze up towards your hand to challenge your cervical muscles. Squeeze up and in through your inner thighs. Push your left hip forward and your right hip back. Keep twisting all the way up to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try it again. Inhale. Exhale. Look down at your hands if you haven't already. Put your hands surround your foot. Bend your right knee slightly. Lift into your final standing splits on this side. Lift your left leg all the way up. Now you can stay here if you'd like to, or maybe a few gentle handstand pickups. If you like to take a little tiny kick, there's no need to hold anything or fall out necessarily. It's just about playing with the kick to tone the back of your leg. Breathe in, forward fold, bring your feet to touch. Awesome. Bend your knees, sit back down. Chair pose, get really low. Working that detox, hands to heart, twist to the right this time, prayer twist. Awesome. Take your elbow up your thigh. If you like arm balances and you want to play with side crow, now's a great time to drop palms to the ground, elbows to your thigh. Let your head drop low and start to kick up. Otherwise, hold on strong in your prayer twist as a beautiful way to detoxify your digestive tract. Just energetically giving it a cleanse, a push from last night, or the things that hold in your system for 72 hours. Inhale back to chair pose, reach your arms forward, and twist to the opposite side. Hinge your elbow up your thigh. The trick to getting a good twist and eventually getting a side crow is taking your right elbow to at least the center of your thigh. Sit down and get that awesome spinal twist. Now if you're taking that side crow, drop low, let your elbows, your little chaturanga arms be a shell, and start to kick out and up. When you're done playing, meet me back in that prayer twist, hold low. Make sure your sit bones are lower than your head. Challenge your glutes. We got it for 3. Keep your head lifted, 2. And stand all the way up. Shake out your legs if they need it. Lift your right knee up, one-legged mountain pose, hold. And figure 4 your legs, sit down. So it's that same stretch as the other side. You're looking for that half pigeon stretch. Awesome. The lower you get, the more sensation you'll receive. So it's a fine balance between trusting your left standing foot. Like notice the words you're actually sending to your foot. I trust you, I feel like you're supporting me, the ground is supporting you, and then refocus back on your breath. And then it's balancing it with challenging yourself to get lower in the strength of your glute. Stand all the way up, lift your right knee up, breathe in. Step back to a low lunge, and then finally a twisted low lunge. Extend your left arm up, up, up to the sky. Really good. Get long through your legs so your knee stays over your ankle. Take a big step back for me. All the way back. Awesome. And get so big through your chest that you feel it stretch. More like this. Great. Twist deep through your torso. Level your hips and push out of the ground strong with your left leg. Breathe in. Connect to your breath as you breathe out. Awesome. Pyramid pose. Hands around your left foot. Shorten the distance between your legs. Remember, it's about that 3-foot stance. So if you've got nice long legs, you're always welcome to take a support block. If you have a towel at your house or something to put under your hands, that could always help. Holding in your pyramid pose, just fold your whole body forward. Breathe in. Sink all the way in. Remember, you can stay. Or step 2, right hand to the ground. Take your left hand to your booty. From there, you can stay or extend your left arm to the sky. Taking the steps that are right for you, if you planted your right palm to the outside of your left pinky toe on the other side, take that here. Big and broad through your chest. Hold in the twist. Hug up into your inner thigh muscles. Level your head up with your butt. So like halfway lift. Awesome. That may mean coming more to your fingertips. When you feel like you want to cut out of something, or maybe even I offered steps and maybe it wasn't right for you today, notice what you're comparing with, because remember, it's the thief of happiness. Happiness comes when you believe in others. Happiness comes when you believe in what you have in front of you is enough. Deep breath in. Hands to the ground. Take a little bend in your left knee. Standing splits. Lift your right leg up. Right leg to the sky. Awesome. So last time you're here, so what can you give, right? You're lengthening up. Bring your face towards your leg. Can you, every inhale, lengthen through your glute? Stay, or if you tried it on the other side, take a few fun handstand kick-ups. It's just about finding a little balance at the top. Take a deep breath in. Hold on the breath out. Forward fold, feet touch. Halfway lift, inhale. Even on this last halfway lift, stay long through your spine, breathe in. Exhale, high plank pose, step all the way back. Awesome, hover your right toes off the mat. Let's get really deep into your core before we get a break in pigeon. Hover your toes off the mat, shift your shoulders right over your wrists and drop your booty down in line with your head. Breathe in, take your right knee to your nose and hold. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged downward dog. Half pigeon. Take your right knee towards your right wrist, lift your chest up, and then slowly bow your whole body forward. Remember, your hips want to be level, so your left hip forward and your right hip back. You can come to your forearms if it's accessible, like Justine, or drop all the way down to your head, or straighten your arms forward. You know, when I do this pose, my right side feels so good, and for some reason the left side, I just want to fidget and move. And it's an indicator when you want to move out of the moment, when your body takes you and asks you to not be present, it's releasing something, right? So when you feel like you want to fidget or move, no big deal. Just like we said, come back to your breath. Breathing in through your nose and focusing on the breath. And really slowly exhale back out your nose. All right, let's get a nice quadricep stretch. Come to your palms, kick your left heel into your butt. Hold right there in your half pigeon and kick your left heel in. Good. Stay or start to reach your left hand back for your foot behind you. Awesome. If it doesn't reach today, no big deal. Just stay present with the kick. Otherwise, stay right there and deepen your hips down. Pull your heel to your butt. Eventually, your left heel will touch your butt and your right sit bone will touch the ground with your hips level. Stay there and breathe. Any advancements are welcome. Inhale. Hold on the exhale. Good. Back to your palms, tuck under your left toes, and step to a high plank. Hold really strong there. Last little bit of core work, hover your left toes off the mat. Firm your legs and imagine the ground supporting you, so push away from the ground. Hug your abs in tight, breathe in. Left knee to your nose and hold. Come to the tippy toes of your back foot. Round, broad through your upper back and squeeze, 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 squeeze your knee in, breathe in. Three-legged dog, all the way up. Lengthen up, push your right heel down. Exhale, half pigeon. Take your knee forward. Lift open through your chest first. Once you've found good alignment, pushing your right hip forward and your left hip back, slow but steady, make your way into a place that feels challenging, but also a little bit comfortable. You never want pain in these poses. You want to find a place where it's a soft wall, like you know you're stretching something open that's been tight, but you're never hurting yourself like shooting pain or a firing sensation. We're slowly finding the balance to open and strengthen in your own time. Just breathe. Where can you soften and where can you give a little more? Really mindfully press to your palms, kick your right heel in, and take that same quadricep stretch you took on the other side. Kick in, grab a hold, push your hips downward like you were sitting straight down and doing a split in your back leg. Feel that deep stretch. Breathe in, hold on the breath out. Keep opening through your chest line, inhale. Now from this pose, just drop to your left sit bone and spin all the way around facing the front of your mat to a seat. Come up nice and tall in your spine, sit at a crossed ankle if that feels good. Maybe if you could take half or full lotus in your legs, that's up to you. Open up your chest in a little back bend, cactus out your arms. Get really big here. Open, breathe in, and interlace your hands back behind you. Lengthen up, push your chest forward, breathe in. Stay here or just bow forward. Hold there with a nice shoulder stretch. Aim for your hands to go up and over your head if it's accessible. Good. 3 breaths here. Crave a little bit more intensity for yourself. We become open here so that when you walk off your mat, you're more open in your life. Breathe in. Come all the way back up, hands by your sides, and just let them rest on your legs. Assess your state. If you feel a little bit more connected, a little bit more grounded into your body, then you've done your job. Believe in others today, especially yourself. Comparison is the thief of happiness, and we get to take down armor in this class. Take off the layer of the protective clothing, protective resistance in the body, so you can walk into your day more open in your life. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow your head towards your hands. We end our class with the word that means thank you. Namaste.